Namaste everyone, I'm Akshat and thank you for tuning into my vlog. It's very rare that I have some disappointing news to share, but that's the way the dice falls. And NASA's Artemis mission to the moon has been delayed. Scrubbed is the technical term that they use in the space community. So apparently there was a fault with the engine and they couldn't get it to cool down properly. But yeah, like one of NASA's officials said, it's a complicated system, a complicated machine, and it's the Space Launch System, SLS actually, that is boosting off the Artemis mission to the moon. It kind of looks like this, but all rockets look the same, from Starship to the ones that used to launch space shuttles. Okay, why is it called Artemis? The mission is named after the Greek goddess of the moon, and she is actually the sister in mythology of Apollo. So Apollo was the first manned space program to the moon, the first and only, in fact. It interests a lot of people why Russians didn't keep on pursuing the goal of reaching the moon, landing a cosmonaut on the moon rather than only astronauts. And of course conspiracy theorists have all sorts of ideas about them. But I think it just did not suit their budget, because once they lost the space race, they had to focus back on their economy and everything. And they have a very successful space program on their own, right? I mean, even if they don't continue with the ISS because of all this Ukraine war, they have a huge long history of establishing space labs in orbit like Mir and Salyut. And in fact, India's first astronaut was a cosmonaut, squadron leader Rakesh Sharma, who actually appeared on TV a few days ago. I think I was watching Kaun Banega Crorepati. Okay, so coming back to Artemis, you don't need very complicated graphs and drawings and illustrations and animations to understand what it's all about. Basically, starts from the Earth, goes to the moon, checks out how we can do things well over there so that we don't lose any humans, because space is risky, man. Like I've mentioned in my sci-fi book that is linked in the description, space travel is way harder than exploring our planet, because in our planet, even if we are deep underwater in the Marianas Trench, at the Challenger Deep, there is a physical connection with the rest of humanity, whether it's through many layers of materia, doesn't matter. But in space, the absolute only radio waves, only signals traveling at the speed of light are what are keeping you tethered to our planet. So it's a very tenuous thread, and if it breaks like it did in Apollo 13, not just communication, but the machine in which you are encapsulated, on which you are dependent to survive in space. So if something goes wrong, and there are very high probabilities that things can go wrong, as they have gone wrong in the past, but that's what Artemis is trying to avoid. So this scrub or this delay is not a failure, it's a stumbling block. I think Friday is the next launch window that they will be expecting to fix things by, or Monday maybe. So looking forward to that. There's always hope about the future. And yeah, so I guess Artemis in a nutshell is going back to the moon in a better way, a more efficient way. And of course SpaceX is developing Starship to go to Mars. So let's see if that happens within our lifetimes. I'm hoping, fingers crossed and bag of peanuts, as they say in NASA, that this will happen. You know, we will become a spacefaring species on a regular basis, you know, within a generation or two. So if you are a youngster who is interested in making a career in space, like I know my nephew is, and or if you are our generation who can inspire the younger generation to get more involved in space and future tech, because that helps life become better on Earth for humans as well. And the better that we coexist with nature, with better technology, because it's stupid to think that we can revert back to pre-industrial ages or anything. No, progress is going to happen, but how that progress happens and how it is incorporated into daily life is what makes humans human. So be kind to one another. I'm Akshat. Namaste once again, and thanks once again for watching. And tap that subscribe button for awesomax fun. India's matches are going on in the Asia Cup. Hong Kong is next, and I'm expecting that we are going to like bludgeon them out of the park. But like life, sports is unpredictable. The past is history, the future is a mystery. That's one of the catchphrases I use in my shorts about the Indian cricket teams and other sports highlights like Manchester United, who have I don't know, still building expectations. But alright, so with that hope I was talking about, I'll sign off for now, and thank you so much once again.